Nia was someone I wanted to work with as well, you know, super talented, fine as all get out. Did I mention she was fine? Damn! Nia Long.
Hi, I'm Janae Bolden, Senior Content Director of Pop Culture at iOne Digital.
And I'm Danny Canada, Deputy Editor at Bossip.com.
And we're here to introduce you to the new season of Uncensored with the Uncensored Bossip pre-show.
We're giving you a special inside look on who's featured on Uncensored this season, from Debbie Allen to Larenz Tate to Omari Hardwick to Yandy Smith to Tyrese.
So we have to talk about the impact of Love Jones. I mean, the film, there really hasn't been another film about Black love that has done what that film did. Everything from the setting, I think it gave such a Chicago vibe,
100%.
Which interestingly is where Larenz and his family are from, to the different scenes of the film.
There's just something about Darius Love Hall that we just have not been able to replicate ever since then. Like, he's just an iconic male lead. He just oozes sex appeal. Just something, and I think it just ties into how Larenz Tate is. Look at the man. Like, how can you top Larenz Tate? So Darius Love Hall is just an iconic character. Love Jones is an iconic movie. It has iconic scenes. It has that iconic poem. Like, it's just iconic, and it's very hard to even come close.
Yeah, like as soon as we start talking about it, I start thinking about the soundtrack. I can hear him. I can hear the poetry. The ensemble cast, like I loved Lisa Nicole Carson in it. All the actors played such a great role. They each did their own part. Remember Bill Bellamy in that?
I do.
Where like Bill Bellamy was basically Larenz Tate's frenemy. I think he like originated the frenemy.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to me too, because one thing about the episode, the Uncensored episode, Larenz talks about his method, how he would go into approaching situations and really look at the character and decide how the character would act. So maybe make some adjustments here and there as far as the script, as far as how he behaved. And I think that's part of what's made these films so impeccable, is he put so much of himself into them.
Absolutely.
Into every single role. Absolutely.
Larenz Tate is going to act. If nothing else, that man is going to act, and he's going to embody that role and play that part. So when you saw him on that screen, you saw Darius Love Hall. You didn't see Larenz Tate. You're like, who's that? That's Darius Love Hall. And it's carried on for so many years now. It's iconic. So in one part of this episode, he talks about his epic real-life love story with his wife, who he met during All-Star Weekend at Jamie Foxx's party. Now, I have not been blessed enough to go to a Jamie Foxx party. I was in the building when one was going on for the Urban One Honors, which was iconic. But Janae, I heard that you went to a Jamie Foxx party. Did you meet someone the way that Larenz Tate met his spouse?
So yes, Danny, I have been to actually 3 Jamie Foxx parties, but I've never made the kind of love connection that Larenz made with his wife, Thomasina. I was actually a little bit jealous. Wow. Yeah. Now, I was
a lot of bit jealous.
I'm a lot of bit jealous too, because their marriage has lasted such a long time. They both are in the business. It's not like an easy thing to do as a power couple. And just to hear that story, like, I love hearing those first time stories, and I'm looking forward to everyone else hearing it, because when I was watching, I was smiling. I've interviewed them on the red carpet before. I've seen them around during Luda Day weekend, and I always kind of wondered, like, I wonder how he met his wife, because they do kind of keep it kind of low key. It's not like they're flashy about their marriage or like post a lot of stuff on social media or any of that kind of thing. So this made it really special. Like this episode was something special for sure. And so is their love.
Absolutely. You get some firsthand insight into their love story that we've never even heard of before, because they are so low key. So it's just nice to see that Darius Love Hall unpacking how he found his real life love is really sweet to see.
Definitely exciting. And it's funny too, because he has a whole funny story that goes with it. That Jamie really played a role. He definitely can claim some credit for playing Cupid for these two. So another thing that I really enjoyed was hearing Larenz talk about meeting with Courtney Kemp from Power and how he ended up on that show. Now, he was already friends with Omari Hardwick, so it was like a kind of a natural fit. But I think it's really interesting because the role he was supposed to do is not the role he ended up doing. So I definitely think audiences are going to they're going to enjoy when they find out these little details.
People are going to be shocked when they find out who Councilman Tate was actually not supposed to be Larenz Tate. But Courtney Kemp said that she wanted this role for him. She kind of framed it around him. And when he heard that name, what can you do? So it'll be interesting for people to see how that panned out. And one thing I just love about how he plays this role in the show is how he makes him multifaceted, multi-layered. And it really is a play off of Ghost, because you see Ghost and you think, oh, well, Ghost is a good guy, but he's really kind of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And that's really who Councilman Tate is, but as a politician in a suit. So it'll be interesting for people to see that.
Yes. Well, let's take a look at a clip from Sunday night's episode of Uncensored featuring Larenz Tate. It's airing at 10/9 Central.
Omari Hardwick is a good friend of mine. He was like, look, Renzo. I said, nah, a lot of people call him Renzo, but oh, it's my man. Renz and I got it. My man. He says, I need you to be on the show. He's been trying to get one. I'm like, yeah, I definitely want to do it. I talked to 50, met Courtney Kemp, who's an incredible showrunner. It's like, let's just try to figure a way to do it. Excuse me. And originally, a lot of people don't know, I was supposed to be a different character. I was supposed to play Terry Silver, Ghost's lawyer who helps him get out of prison, whatever, and has this affair with Tasha, who's played by Notori. And we were doing, my brothers and I were producing a movie, we were doing projects. I couldn't make out the time. And it went away. Reached out to Courtney and was like, look, I'm sorry it didn't work out. I'm happy to come back and do your show.
Listen, we cannot wait for you to check out this latest episode of Uncensored. And for more of us, you can check us out on the Bossip Uncensored pre-show on Bossip.com and on TV1.tv.